Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get this ready. Close this out as well. Let's do that. Everything should be looking pretty dang good. Ready to go. What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, Scully? Look into my eyes. How's it going? It's going pretty decent. We're going to be going until, I think, 3:45, because that gives me enough time to then make a video for 7 Deadly. And then I'll be going live on 7 Deadly as well, so. Alright. We gotta get some extra gems, because I did nothing ever since that video, so we're just gonna do random auto content so I can get the extra gems that we need, and then we'll continue pulling, or at least we'll pull some more. Is Miku's weapon a must, or can it be skipped? I would say it's not really a must, but it is an insanely good weapon, because the extra skill amplification is going to be very useful. So it's not a must in all honesty, but it definitely is like a really good one to have. All right, and I'll just put my Makoto in there for now. Anyone got like a crazy cracked out one yet on here? No, they don't. Okay. What time is it where I am? It is 1:47 p.m. EST. Wonder what they'll talk about next week. They're getting cooked by everyone, it seems. I can care less if they're getting cooked by folks, because I genuinely do think people are just bad sports on what they ended up releasing. Like, I agree, right? To some extent, yes, it should have been a Persona character. But same time, Global also got our first Annie unit literally early. If we're thinking about it, neither version is meant to be different for their first Annie celebrations. If first anniversary was not going to be Ange, first anniversary should have been like, what is it called? Technically Akihiko during that time period. Or first anniversary for Global would be Barry. Because it makes no sense to make a different first Annie something different entirely. If they were just going to do that. It makes sense to do it for a crossover character that's not from Persona. But, you know. A0 weapon, you can live. Yes, everything is at A0. A0 is perfect. Do you have a new beginning guide? No, I do not, but I was going to be making one soon. So look forward to it. It should be happening later this week or next week, and I'll have it out for you. I'll see if I can get it edited and stuff. If I can, I got you. Dun, 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 ba, ba, ba. But yeah, no, I'm on the side where I do feel like a lot of people are overreacting. At the end of the day. Sure, I would have loved the Persona character, but I'm not going to be Absolutely mad about that. How do we feel about the official statement? I just feel like people are absolutely overly angry for no fucking reason. I don't take part in those mobs of folks because 90% of them are probably going to play the game for like 2 seconds and then get off anyways. You know what I'm saying? What could I trade out Merlin because I missed her? What are we talking about? Are you talking about for 70S? I don't know if there's most characters that would fit what Merlin does, so we'd have to check. And oh, I forgot the disable Nightbot. Give me 1 second to disable that. Hold on. I'll have to re-enable it afterwards. Like, I can get people's anger for it, but like that should be surface level of anger. It shouldn't be to a point where it absolutely ruined you playing the game, or to a point where you're harassing the devs. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, a Persona 5 game. So what do you think about this virtual singer slash dancer? That virtual singer slash dancer means a lot to this company at the end of the day. Now, I will tell you this. What I am disappointed about with Miku is the fact we got no side story for real. That's one thing I am disappointed in them about, because I expected to get a story of some sort and they didn't do that. So I agree with people's anger on that. But I'm talking about how people are just angry with the character themselves is kind of crazy. You know. Yeah, Nikkei's getting a Persona collaboration as well, yep. Because, like, how I feel about it is, like, one, they could have just not done a collaboration whatsoever. You know, they could have just decided not to do anything special whatsoever, and you guys could have had the first Annie unit just be Ange or be Akihiko. They could have easily did that. You know what I'm saying? Or they could have just been like, yeah, we could do a P5 or a Persona character, but, you know, that requires other things that really wouldn't have made sense for them to celebrate at the moment. They generally thought Miku being the first thing probably would have been, like, awesome for everybody. We see Miku in every last crossover, whether if it's something Sega related. So, like, I wouldn't have doubted that they would have thought she would have been a cool, you know, introduction. But with the feedback they got, now it's going to make them be like, you know, they don't want to really, they're probably not going to do anything like this ever again because people aren't grateful for it at all. Yeah, it's going to be an 8-minute apology stream, which, like, I'm not telling people to, like, oh, praise them for something they don't like. If you don't like something, you don't like it. But where I am telling people is, what is it called? Harassing the company, you know, and absolutely berating the company for doing something like this in their game is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's not the first time we've had a virtual character become an ally. We literally got Bowie. They're going to also talk about the future of P5X updates. They're talking about that because it's leading with the collaboration that's happening. Like, they have no choice but to talk about it. It's the only way to get people, like, it's the only way to get people off their back. They have to talk about the future and where they're going with it. I'm gonna be so real. It wouldn't surprise me if we never get, like, another crossover thing. You know what I'm saying? One that's, like, from a different, like, universe right now until later on. Because it's honestly sad. It's honestly quite sad. I really need to get to 7 on this account. I have not wanted to do my SOS on this. Give me these here. No way. No, in my POV, Yui is Miku at home. No, that's the thing. Yui was supposed to be a shout out to Miku anyways. Miku has been in the files like since the beta. She was in the beta files. So it's like, y'all were mad at something that was already in the files to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of saddening because it's like, it really will show that the devs are probably never going to do that again. At least not for a long time. We have, in like how premeditated this is, right? How premeditated this is. The next collaboration event is it is Persona related. The next collaboration event, we already know it. It was leaked. It got leaked with everything else that got leaked in Sega. We know the next collaboration event. And it's kind of saddening because like that one is another Persona one. It seems like what they want to do is Persona, non-Persona. Persona, non-Persona. Because we had the twins, then we have Miku, and then the next one's a Persona character. What's the next one? The next one is Femsi. It got leaked. Which is kind of crazy because like that one we shouldn't be seeing for a hot minute. We weren't supposed to be seeing that one till like, what's it called? I think it wasn't supposed to be September, till September. Yeah, she's the 30th of September. Yep. She's supposed to be in September. Someone leaked it all on Reddit. It was alongside with Miku and them. They leaked everything Sega related. Femsi was a part of that leak. And so like everyone has their panties in a bunch right now. And it's like it seems like they're trying to do something where it's on and off, on and off. But now that everyone has like gotten mad about this one, it's like, dude, they might not even do it. Like they're probably gonna do Femsi and they're just gonna continue with Persona related stuff because the reception of this was so terrible. Even though the game is meant to be for that, it's crazy. Now I get where people are saying, sure, it should have been a Persona character for the first Annie. But if we're looking at how they're doing things, I feel like this would have been a really cool, that would have been dope to see. Even people who don't like Miku still found it pretty dang okay. Like they still found it okay-ish. That was dope. Not their favorite thing, but at least it was okay. But you have everyone who's like absolutely so against her to the point that they're probably just going to be like in the future, like, forget doing this again. People didn't like the last thing like that. Why should we do it? Oh no, her events are shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. That's the one thing I give everybody. When it comes down to the events, when it comes down to her story, that's shit. This is, okay, to give you guys a little bit of an outlook of how ass this is, just to give you guys an outlook. This is how it looked for our second anniversary. This is how it looked for our second anniversary. It was like, we had this, then we had the shops, right? After that, I think we had story. What is it called? Not a custom story, by the way. It was actual story. And I think it was like maybe one fighting event. That's it. It was the same thing on Second Annie, which was such a letdown because on First Annie, it was insane. We had a lot of stuff to do. But that was because First Annie was Ange. We had the 4.0 update where everybody got buffed. So we had a lot of stuff to look at different characters. Ange came out crazy. We had P3 lineup right after, so that was tons of content with that. Tartarus. We had what's it called? The bosses. We had the chapter update. We had the introduction of Ange. So we had the side quest from that. So First Annie felt really good for us. It felt amazing. We had a lot of stuff to do. You guys' First Annie wasn't tied with a story. You guys' First Annie wasn't tied with this new character to actually have a synergy with. So First Annie feels like our Second Annie, where our Second Annie, we had a story, but there wasn't really nothing to do. I really want to. I think if Najox was in the call, I think if Najox was in the call because he was talking about stuff on TW. Man admits, because I told him at the end of the second Annie, I was like, dude, I missed about like a good week of stuff. He's like, I didn't even complete the events. Like, we did the story and we just started missing days because there was that little to do for second Annie that we didn't want to even play the game. Second Annie was literally like this, where it was just like, did y'all try? It kind of made us sad because it was literally like, dude, there's no way y'all tried that. Bros, Miku's rotation. I think Miku's rotation recently got changed. I did a rotation for my first impression, and that was the correctish, what's it called? The correct rotation. But if I remember right, Naj and them was testing a different rotation, and I think Naj said he's putting it up on his Twitter. I can link you his Twitter. I need to check it out myself because I think his is more of the better rotation now. I saw, but it's still hard to understand. Yeah, no, it's really hard to understand. I don't think using the crit rate one is technically necessary unless you need the extra crit rate. If you need the extra crit rate, then yeah, go ahead and do it. But like, crit damage is where it's probably going to happen. Am I going to do a Mesa Mindscape video? Yes, I will be. I have to first get the mats for it. I don't have enough yet. I'm trying to pull more of them. Who invited on? Well, the thing is, there's not any new, what's it called? There's no new characters getting introduced in the new story. So it makes no sense to make a new story character. I'll get on, but that's it. What's up, bro? I see you are grinding. How's it going so far? Pretty decent. We're just going ahead and starting to do a lot more of my stuff here. I need to like get extra pulls so I can get my A2 on global. What's good, Synergy? Yeah, I'm waiting on Exciter to let me know. Talking about it in my stream. Oh, speaking of updated rotations, Najox just messaged me. He said we got to update the Miku rotations. I posted the updated version in your Discord if you want to check it out. The stream, no. All right, so updated rotation. Let's go ahead and look at it because he posted it in the stream, or at least he posted it in the Discord. The new rotation is, let's see here. Okay, I got you guys here. So for everyone who wants the newest rotation for Miku, it's inside the Discord. But the easiest way to put this, I'm just gonna stream it on my screen. And let's move this on over here. So weak damage, if you're looking for this, you're looking for S1H, which is Heaven, S1F, which is going to be Play with Fire, S2S, Spring Storm, and 2, of course, S3, the skill 3, right? Now, if you're going for Pierce damage, so characters that benefit off Pierce, such as like, what's it called? Makoto, if you feel like he doesn't have enough Pierce, you're going to use this bottom rotation. If you're looking for crit damage, then you want to go for this rotation. And if you're looking for crit rate, you want to go this rotation. I'll put it simply honest with you guys. If you have like a bunch of characters that already have their A1s or a bunch of crit rate, which usually you will have a bunch of crit rate, you probably will never need this top one, right? So the ones that you really want to pay attention to is going to be these three. Because there are going to be characters that heavily need Pierce. There's going to be heavy characters that need crit damage and characters who do need the weakness damage. Weakness damage, I feel like, will come in handy more for Guild Boss, if it's up to me. But Crit damage and Pierce, I'm definitely going to be doing. Most likely crit damage most of the time, though, because crit damage is very heavy. Halfway there to A3 Miku. Nice. I should get for the extra skill amp. I don't think you should go for A3 Miku unless you are planning to go further in. AKA, you should be going for A4. If you're going to go for A3, you need to be getting A4. Because there's no reason to go over 2. Oh, okay. Well, then if you're planning to go for A6, just go ahead and continue pulling. See, that's the problem. Like, if you say, but I'm broke on that, then don't even try to go any further. I would say don't go any further. Just save up your gems. There's no point in going any further if you can't come, like, but it's Miku. It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like it makes no sense to continue going on forward if you have no way of getting A6. It just makes no sense because, like, it's like A3 doesn't really help you as much as you think it's going to help. It's okay to have, but it's not going to help you a ton. You get the next beneficial thing at A4, and then if you're already going A4, you might as well get A6. Like, A2 is the furthest you go. I'm going for A6 Miku, I think in a week from now. What's good, Nemesis? But that's because I miscalculated when I was getting my paycheck, and I get my paychecks next week, not this week. So next Friday is when we're going to continue our A6 Miku, which is fine. I'm fine with waiting it out. Should I get A2 Miku because I got A1 or save for Barry? I say if you have the mats for real to do A2, you get the A2, but like other than that, it's not worth it. What A1, A6, A2 means? Okay, it's the priority. So like let's say what's it called? The heaviest priority is getting A1. The second heaviest priority is A6. So for a free-to-play player, you technically should stop at A2. I mean stop at A1. That's it. That's everything you need. There's no need to go for A2. If you're going any higher, the next priority should be A6, not even A2. A2 is a nice benefit, but it's not needed. R0. Get the weapon. The weapon's worth getting. Just got Yuki and Miku from banners. Should I go for A1 Miku? I say yes. Since you're new, get the A1 Miku. Don't A2 better over A6 on spin versus power gain? Well, yes, but that's versus spending. If we're talking about priority versus usage, that's going to be better. A6 is just better either way because A6 is just going to be all of that conglomerated together. You know? What is it called? Ult refresh? Ult refresh is on the A1 if I'm correct. And if it isn't on the A1, the A2 is nice, but like you don't need it. Rob, what is it called? Yeah, it's on A1, yeah. Rob, don't confirm anything without us actually having confirmation. Right now, we're in the blind spot. Isn't it just the opposite of track 3? Pretty much, it's everything. You get everything immediately. All the buffs on your skill 1 and skill 2, you get all of those when you use them. So if you activate skill 1, all of those buffs are activated. If you activate skill 2, all of those buffs are activated. And then on skill 3, they're all activated anyways. So it's like always using a skill 3 pretty much. You guys have a while till expansion comes out. It took us a while to get expansion. Well, because like we can't really confirm anything. At that point, we're just shooting in the air. Because right now, there was text that did say she was not going to be coming back. That text isn't in game, so they probably did decide on saying, "Nah, we're not going to go ahead and go along with that." What's called not going to go along with that plan, or they just may not want to tell you. So, like, I would just suggest not to confirm anything until she leaves, because we won't know. We won't have a actual, I actually have a thing to say about it until then. Exciter has Miku. Nice. Why is he pulling? I told him that. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, because he told me he had to wait for it. Miku is a Sega license, yes, but there have been games that Sega owns that they have not brought back their collabs, even with their own games. Keyboard ASMR? Yeah, my bad, G's. My bad, G. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 bum, 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 bum. It's a different company, but Sega itself usually proposes it a lot. That's the thing. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't doubt them getting rid of her, Yeah, Miku's... I can't have Miku's music inside of videos. It's instant copyright. And it's one of the copyrights that makes it so you make nothing off the video. Like, it's not like these that you guys are hearing where it's just revenue share. It's straight up, I can't make anything off the video. If her music's in there, I can't make anything off the video. What's a Kiseki? I like the remixes too, and that's why I was gonna try to put them all in a video, but then they were like, yeah, no, this does not work. And again, A2 explicitly opens when virtual account is S3, so A2 is only during her S3. Oh, my bad, sir. I accidentally said that wrong. Well, then it's just ×2 then, at that point. Other way, she's getting all the buffs that she usually would get. Does Tartarus go when P3 event ends? No. Tartarus is a permanent mode. You can find it here. So if you go into here, right? Past events. Tartarus is always here. I have to go back because I need to do 2 and 3. I did all of like the Tartarus I could get to. I just could not get to the stories. But luckily the quest signs stay. Yeah, quest lines stay, all of that stuff stays. So luckily you're good. All I had to do was the boss battle, which I did the boss battle. No, it's the reason why I wasn't too like worried about it. Is there any truth that our difficulty 9 is equivalent to KR and TW's 12? Highly doubt it. I could try it, but I highly doubt it. So far, Tartarus has been pretty much a breeze. And I think I'm on difficulty 7 or 8 right now. Is our Companion have a place open? Probably. I would have to check though. I haven't really messed around with it. I had my, what's it called? One of my friends lead it. Because one of my friends lead the Companion. There was a period in time where I just didn't log on to Global. Because I have more fun on TWC and that's my main one. So let's see. Do we have any inactives? Yeah, we got 2 inactives. Which is Monafan and then of course Tim. So once I can probably get them to kick him. If that happens, then of course you can get into the spot. But like, but yeah, I'll have to do that. I think it's Zenny, so I'll have to contact Zenny. Dun, dun. Oh, man cursed his Starlight, what's it called? Starlight, things? Yeah, that's cooked. No, Rob, I have the final say. I will be telling Zenny. I have final say still, because it is still my guild at the end of the day. Yeah, I responded to both you. You and Benny can join. I'll have to like get them to kick the other 2. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Hey man, Summer Marion's items auto-generated. Do you have to buy them? You have to buy them, but they're all like 100 yen. They're all like 100 yen. It's nothing like crazy that you have to get. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Zenny has the Seas Companion. Hold on. I have someone else in charge of this one. Because I forgot. This is our sister guild. Hold on. Our sister guild is ran by... I don't think it was me who had the sister guild. I know I gave the sister guild away too. Oh yeah, it was Zerker. It was thinking Zach, I think. That's what it was. I'll tell Zerker. I'll let Zerker know. Because the main guild I gave the Zenny and let them take after it. Yeah, that's my other account. I haven't logged into that other account at all. The flip? Oh, do I have to download the palace for that? Ooh. The Pierce rate one? No, that was we did day one, what's it called? Day 1 testing. In which that was Red Harv, me, I think Red Harv was working with others, and then Naj too. Da, da, da. Da. Oh, da, da, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, da, da, ba, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba. What's good, Whoosh? Da, 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 da. Yeah, no, I saw that they added Summer Marion next. Miku is very fun. I like her. She takes a little bit of brain power, but it's definitely fun. Yes, Summer Marion is the #1 best buffer in the entire game. She's insanely worth it, even with Tempest. This is the newer account. My last account I stopped. This is the account that we started at Twins. Seems to be extending Wonders buffs. Subblade is the next patch in 2-3 weeks after Miku's. I think it's 3 weeks. What A should I go for Asmarian? A0 is perfectly fine. You don't need any A's on Asmarian. I stuck with A0 for a whole year. And I was still top in the ranks, being top 50. So you don't need anything crazy for her at all. What unit is worth getting right now? Makoto Yuki, if he's still here, but I can't remember. If he isn't here, then get, I would say, Mont Figure Skater, if possible, Cord, and then, of course, Miku. Like, that's perfect. Firecracker Ren is also really good. Is there any future characters that need extra awarenesses? I mean, like, it would end up being, what is it called? Asmarian, who's a future character. You'll get more awarenesses of her later down the line. How often does CN and TW get super reruns? Would say every 3 months, maybe. Like, we got our first one pretty quick, but you got to remember we were on a 2-week cycle. At Anj up, we were finally at the 3-week cycle. But at first, we were a 2-week cycle for a very long time. So we got our stuff quick. Ready for the summer units? I'm just going to get Asmarian and that's it. But that's after I get my A2 Miku. Once that happens, then I'm good. Ooh. A1 counter, if I remember right, is halved in damage. I can't remember. Same tier as Summer Marion. Like T0? Because Summer Marion is T0. I would say it's looking like she's up there. And if she's not T0, she's 0.5. She's dang sure one of those, without a doubt in my mind. The thing is with global super reruns, y'all super reruns are kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. They gypped y'all out on this one because if anything, the twins should have been in y'all super rerun. Same as Win Vast. The only reason they didn't add them is because they recently reran them, and that was their excuse for it. Because y'all super rerun should have been twins. Well, should have been up to twins, as well as Win Vast. But they gypped that out. You still had them. Yeah, you had them. But it was like you were supposed to have them in a time period that was decent. Having them right now, a lot of people would have a lot of gems, not only for Miku, but then also had a lot of gems to spend there. They decided to do them during the P3 update and stuff, which people were already draining the Christ out of their funds for the P3 stuff more than this here. How do you get S. Marion's items, like special ones? You end up getting them from her synergy. Once you get them from her synergy, you have to go buy them. They're all 100 yen a piece. So hold on. You see, wait, so hold on. So when this comes out in the future update, you'll be able to buy her items. All of her items cost 100 yen. So 100 of those is going to cost you a decent bit, like 9,000. But it's not really that bad because you can get yen easy in this game. So you're just going to get them from her. And then the thing about her is the further you go, she gives a percentage off on all of the medical items too. So it's best to max out her synergy when you can, especially if you're planning on getting a lot of the stuff there. Yo, Blade, do you know when we're going to be able to get the limited items? No, I do not, unfortunately. I can't even remember when they introduced it. If I'm trying to think back to it, I think it was maybe after S Puppet. Either it was after S Puppet or during. Oh no, it was Berry Patch. Okay, so it was earlier than I expected. I couldn't remember if it was like after S Puppet or earlier. But if it was Berry Patch, then then that's gonna be after S Puppet for you guys because they're releasing S Marion early, which most likely means they're gonna be releasing S Marion and S Puppet back to back, then Berry. So y'all still have enough. Y'all still have like some time, unless they decide to bring it early. Yeah, you guys don't need to get A2. A1 is good enough. Heck, A0 is good enough. But what's it called? If you want to go for more, you can. Well, what's it called? Exciter gave Miku Growth and Power Set or Trust and Power Set mainly because that was what we were going off of. I'll fix them later because I'll make his cards better. There's no point in changing them right now. Because I gotta edit stats for his A6 anyways. A6 runs different stats than normal. Rob, you are hard-headed as hell, bro. Do what you need to do, but I'm gonna have a talk with Exciter on that stuff because certain stuff I mess with because I need to mess with certain things. But do what you need to do. I need to go ahead and get the Matoy stuff up too. A6 Miku can run a couple things, but the issue is her substats are going to be different because you have to hit the higher attack stats and such. So it's now coming down to what you truly need instead of stat effects. You have to start being way more picky, especially it's starting to be way more revolved on your team. It's kind of like how Futaba is, right? Or if you have A6 Futaba, you change up a lot because you need a lot more attack. But this is mainly talking about on A6. Because then if you already have your attack, if you can hit your attack cap easy, you didn't have to change your what's called priority straight up to only pierce, crit damage, and I believe a little bit of crit rate, but not even much on crit rate because you're already getting that from other outlets with your characters. So it's like guaranteed crit damage, pierce, damage bonus. Those are now going to be your new guarantees because getting the crit rate from other personas, especially if you're whaling already, crit rate shouldn't be an issue for you. It's just going to be crit damage as well as damage multi in them. Yeah, then it's just, you just need damage multi, crit damage, stuff like that. You have to shift your attention from anything else. I got into Miku's music because of the collab. Do you have any music? I'd have to put together something. Let's go ahead and get these up. I'm over here grinding like gems right now. Like this whole stream is grinding gems and just like fixing some things ready. Because once I get all my synergies done or get my synergies up, then I need to go ahead and what's it called? Start prepping for the beach ones. I should have enough to easily get A2 Miku, and then I'll have enough gems to start getting prepared for Esmerian. I had a fish to get gems, bro. I have Tartarus still to do. I have the Subway to do. I have Velvet Trials to do. I have LaFell's business plan that I've been holding off on. Synergies to do. So like, there's gems everywhere for me. Yeah, so then at that point, you don't need the attack rolls anymore. You just need the crit damage and such. You're just looking for crit damage, damage bonus, and pin. Maybe get a little bit of crit rate, but you probably don't need much. But it's for if my Miku is A0, do I get crit rate moon or crit damage moon? If you're able to make up the crit rate that you need for the rest of your team, then sure, you go with a crit damage. But usually if a character's A0, especially when it comes down to the Navis, I always recommend doing the crit rate because 9 times out of 10, you're missing crit rate other areas, such as like crit rate from personas, crit rate from other A1s, such as like Cord or other characters that actually gain crit rate from their A1s. You're probably missing those characters. So it's better to be safe and use a crit rate card. But it all depends on your account. What's worse, fishing or Tycoon? I love Tycoon. About 30-35 crit rate is enough now? Yeah, that's enough. That's way enough. So if you already are hitting that, and that's good enough for your Navi, then you go ahead and move over. But you have to account that you need crit to give to your DPSs and such too. So it's always good to give crit to your Navis to share to your DPS, and then immediately hardcore go for crit damage. If you're able to hit the stat caps that you need, crit damage is all you need. That's the standard amount of crit rate I get for what's it called? For my DPSs, 30 to 35. Other than that, I don't go any higher for that. I try to stay a little bit low for crit rate on my DPSs, but that's also because 90% of the time I either have A1 on my Navis, and I usually have the A1s for my supporters that give extra crit rate in some fashion, some form. And then usually for me on, what is it called? On TW, I also usually have some of the pay to win skills for my characters. So everything comes down to like how you're looking on your account itself. Yeah, it's always good to have both. JHP is the best way like to explain it. It's always good to have your backups just in case. Blade, which weapon do you think is the biggest stat stick? Which one would I say? I mean, I wouldn't say the biggest, but I know Junpei's 5-star weapon is kind of like a stat stick to the way that I feel like it's not really necessary. Like, you can use it, but the 4-star is honestly good enough to a point that you don't need the 5-star weapon. In game? With what, 30, 35? Yes, easily. You have to get a lot of your things from, like, what is it called? Other options and other characters. But yes, easily. Pay to play Persona skills ever giving free? No, they're not given for free. You have to buy them. I think the only way you can get copies of them is after you buy them once. And even once you buy them once, it costs like 5,000 SOS coins or something like that, or 5,000 coins to even get them again. So like, you have to be sure that this is what you want. I don't think it's SOS coins. I think it's like the big boy Persona coins. Do they rerun pay to win skills? Yes, they rerun them, but they're usually with another pay to win skill. Because the pay to win skills start to get side by sided with each other. So if you're buying the pay to win skill, you have to decide if you want that newer one or do you want an older one. Isn't there only one Persona that can be obtained with real money? Yes, it is Raphael, and they are worth 150 bucks. If you want it fully duplicated out, I think it's like $300. I only got Raphael once because I was not going to pay all of that for the duplicate. I'm just not doing that. And every now and again, I actually do spend a decent bit at times, but I refuse to spend like $300 to get a duplicate of a Persona. Do you think Pre-5X will last till P7? I think so. Easily, actually. If the devs are smart, they're going to do side stories after they're done with the main story. But they need to like get their act together because, for example, the Miku story thing is a prime example of what they should not do because it's not okay. No, I don't think Raphael is going to be a free-to-play way. And if it is, it's going to be worth 10,000 coins. Or either he's not coming out. Because Raphael, even with the backlash on TW, Raphael was still paid. We get the next Persona, which is I think it's Gabriel. We get the next Persona, that one, everyone gets that for free. But Raphael was still paid. You cannot get it. There will be no way to get it. A2's Summer Marion is insanely good, but it's not necessary. Unless you're leaderboard grinding, there's no point in getting A1 or A2. A0, I stuck with that for the entire year and was perfectly fine. I only recently went for A2 on Summer Marion. There's no need for it, though. All right, let's continue going with this. All sync patches will be light on content. Yeah, you can't really do much for sync patches. I do hope like in the future sync patches are a way to bridge like side stories into it, where we actually get some cool stuff like maybe a new area or something like that. I hope they do something like that in the future. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but I do think it's going to be good. Is WinVast better than Summer Marion for Makoto Yuki? Strictly for Makoto Yuki, I believe so, and that's because WinVast offers a higher crit damage cap, and that makes it way worth it. But I do think in the long term, you're not using either of them with him to begin with, because in the long term, Makoto Yuki's team changes from WinVast itself. It goes to Makoto Yuki, Mitsuru, and Junpei. That is his best team. Yeah, sync patches would no longer be a thing. That's why I'm saying I don't think y'all are gonna catch up fully. Like, they're probably gonna get you to a certain point and then they're gonna stop, because I don't think they're gonna try to catch up fully. It just wouldn't make sense for what they're trying to do. And if they do it that way, we'll have synced patches, but you guys will be synced up to TW, not CN. TW and KR are both a week behind CN. So the most I think I would see them doing is, if the best could happen for global is most likely being either a week behind TW and KR, or either being exactly TW and KR. The giveaway, if I'm right, ends on the 29th. So it's like, is Aegis as good as Makoto? Have you played Aegis? I have played Aegis. She's great. She's amazing, but like, I don't like auto game characters. Like, it's different from me deciding to put the game on auto, because I actually like to play this game in manual, but that's when I want to play the content. 90% of the content is very easy to an extent that you don't have to play it. You just put it on auto and you win, including with Tartarus. Even Tartarus at the higher difficulty, you just end up using Mesa. A lot of the players are not trying to use Mesa. Mesa comes in clutch for the tower boss, and you can drain the HP pretty darn quick. So, what's it called? Even then, as long as you have the right stats, you're able to drain down the boss. But it's not really challenging. Now, inside of SOS, I like content that's like SOS, Guild Boss, stuff like that, because when I actually feel like doing something, they're difficult, right? They actually cause me to use my brain. Or characters that actually are meant to utilize their mechanics, such as like Miku. You actually require to use her mechanics correctly. You have to know what you're doing. Fuka requires you to actually know what you're doing. Did Mesa's Blade get killed in TW? I believe that Mesa's Blade is now being pretty decent for high level bosses, but it's mainly the multiplayer bosses. For what people were saying inside of multiplayer, the Mindscape version of him is actually really, really good, but only for multiplayer play. I'm unsure how he is right now because I need to get him level 100. I'm just missing a couple shards to get him level 100. Only Astrolab forces me to play. Fam, Astrolab probably on global could force me to play, but on TW, I just put that on auto and I'm done. The only thing I try hard in, or like actually try for now, is legitimately SOS. Guild Boss is even iffy there because like guilds don't really offer you much anything, so I just put that on auto and do it. But SOS, I actually try for because I like to stay in the top 50. As long as I get my top 50, I'm happy. I need this here for proficiency. I don't have really any proficiency right now, so I have to deal with it. Yeah, last one I lost top 50. It ticked me off because like I didn't use the Mindscape for Fox. And what's it called? Earphone was like, I thought you didn't have him. I was like, no, I got his Mindscape and his A6. So I finally lost my top 50, but I got back to it. It's really not that bad. So I finally lost my top 50. It made me kind of mad because I was like, dude, I don't ever lose my, what's it called? My top 50s, bro. Come on now. SOS is like the only thing I really take serious inside of like this game. Because the rest are just kind of, it's just not worth it. Everything else is just kind of there. And that's about it. Let's go gambling. You'll be fine. Isn't that a bit much? This is why I keep my goddamn SNS medals, because whenever I need them for real, I'd be like, okay, time to go through them. Are you live stream? What are you talking about? Or am I live streaming what? Yeah, this is pre-recorded, dog. Totally. Brother, if I was that smart to do that, I would bamboozle the Christ out of all of you. I swear. Bro, I'm ChatGPT. Reading off the script? Dude. Imagine. That's all I'm saying is imagine. I never really understood that, because I did have someone like ask me that one time and they were like, are you really live streaming? And I was sitting here, I was like, what does that exactly mean? I was like, they were like, oh, we thought that this was just a pre-recorded stream. I was like, why would I do a pre-recorded live stream? Makes no dang sense. Oh, dude, Chie gets added. Oh my God. Listen, bro. The amount of crazy crap you're gonna hear me say about that character, heck, about majority of the characters of P4, like, I swear, you're gonna hear down bad energy when I'm talking about Yu Narukami. I promise. You will question some things about me. I promise you will, because the way I talk about Yu Narukami, let's just say it gets interesting. When our account review is coming back, I would like to say probably next week. I was gonna do it on Friday, but I forgot that what's it called? That I was already gonna be doing a 7 Deadly Thing on that one, so I couldn't do it. They said Happy Pride Month. You just some can't fathom a person live streaming for hours a day. It's mainly just because, like, you gotta realize this is partially my work too. I'm usually doing interviews to get a job, but the job market has been so dang difficult the past few years. It's just been bad. I have list on list of job applications that I've been going through. 90% of them was like, we moved on. And then others are like, 20% is we've moved on. The other like 80% is you're overqualified for this job. We are not looking to do that because we're not going to be able to pay you that amount. Because the thing is, for me, I'm not going to go with a low pay, because I know how long I've worked in customer service. I've done customer service for 8+ years. If it's anything teaching wise or administration wise, I have been an administrator for a group called the BSYO, being Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra, for about 7 years, and that is administrative, administrative position, where I actually do take care of stuff. I was at least a helper at the BSYO, still getting paid then, for at least a good 5 years. So I have a lot of applications and a lot of experience with things, and I also have health applications and health experience, such as medical experience, because I've handled people's medical bills as well as their, like, what's it called? If you guys know Blue Cross Blue Shield, I've handled their actual insurance for a long time. I've done that stuff in depth, where you can actually see it, people's information to that degree. And I am actually certified for that stuff. And still, even then, they want to pay you like $10 an hour. Were you like a senior manager at a company at some point? I was close to it. I was the only manager position that I've technically had was during BSYO, which is my administrative position. And my background is they will like to do things. Either some of them will try to pay you like dirt, and they'll just try to pay you like dirt for no freaking reason. Or either others will be like, oh, you're overqualified. We probably can't pay such and such for this, so we're gonna have to say no. And I'm like, why? Heck, I've been denied for being qualified, and they're like, you're perfectly what we're looking for, but you're disabled and you're a work hazard. Keep in mind, you're not allowed to do that. As a job, you're not allowed to do that. That is actually illegal. Hence the reasons why they ask if you're disabled or such on your work resumes. And so I put I'm disabled. They are not allowed to what's it called, deny you due to you being disabled. I've been denied due to being disabled before. You're not allowed to do that. And they will straight up tell you, oh, it's because you're a work hazard. You can't deny a person over that. That's illegal. Yes, that's discrimination. You're not supposed to be able to be denied over that. I've been denied over that as well. And the worst part is I can't even get disability funds because in Florida, for them to give you disability money, you pretty much have to be missing a limb. You have to be somehow. I'm visually impaired to a point where I have not had glasses in ages. If I take off my glasses, everything you guys' text in front of me is all blurry. I cannot see anything without my glasses. So I'm pretty much blind. What is it called? My heart does not work. I have a machine that helps me actually keep my heart good, because without that, I'd be dead. So I am actually disabled. A lot of straining stuff in real life I can't do fully. And that's with me being in shape. And you still I can't do that. There's too much that you just can't do. And so when people look at the resume, they're like, yeah, we can't have that happening. Keep in mind, I'm almost about to get my bachelor's for music education as well. So it's like cooperation, leading, all these skills that you have for being a musician, which is everything. You got to do so many things with musicians and stuff like that. You have to do that in orchestral areas. There's so much stuff you really have to pay attention to that are just tons of skill checkoffs. My skill checkoffs, everything like that, is a list of stuff, and it's still not enough. To put in perspective, I have been out of a job for about 4 years. One of the years I died, which left me in the hospital for some while, and I could not use my arm or play my instrument for a majority of that year, if not half that year, because they had to do surgery and put this machine in my heart. But yet my job fired me because, what's it called? My job fired me because, oh, well, we didn't know that was happening on here. And I was like, my mother sent you guys a message through my job account. Through my job account. Now I say in 4 years, but I've worked at BSYO. I've worked at that, what's called my Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra place quite often. But I look at them more of a friend organization 90% of the time, even though they pay me. Like, we teach students. I usually am tutoring there. So I get side money from there. I also do gigs. So technically I do work for them still. But what's it called? It's only when, I want to do it. So oh no, I've had them literally say, "Oh, we're sorry about that. We just didn't know." Well, we hope that you can find another place. And it's like, that's kind of harsh. That's not fair. Could you sue for a wrongful termination? If you could, if you have the money background. My family is not the most wealthiest of companies. How much better is Queen level 100? I will have an answer for that probably within a good week or so, because I'm trying to get Mesa and Queen done immediately. It takes time to get those mats. Those mats are not something you can just buy. It takes a while to get those because you have to be ranking high. I'm usually ranking pretty high on the leaderboard for those, but it's a lot of stuff to really get those. Yeah, no, like lawsuits can get very expensive, which is like you can't just go in there without cash because it's not gonna end well. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, Queen at level 100 doesn't need Vino anymore. Nice. That's a good thing. That's actually a really good thing. Because then I can finally be like, boom, get out of here. Do you think Miku replaces Fuka or Ange? I don't think Miku really replaces any of them. Ange herself is still really, really good. And Miku kind of does something different that certain characters do value. So I put them mainly on the same level. Fuka herself is only under Ange in them because Fuka takes one, more investment, and then two, takes like content that you need to use your brain for. So Fuka is insanely good. If you're talking about manual play, Fuka's better than both of them in my opinion. But like, I don't think Fuka replaces, like, I think Fuka, Ange, and Miku, they're still perfect in their own ways. Futaba's replaced. She's gone. Futaba and Phoebe have been in a ditch for a very long time. And I have A6, R6 Futaba. I still haven't used her. S3, S3. Nice. That's good to hear because I do want to use my Makoto again. But I think I only have her A2. That's the issue. So. Dun, 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 dun. I still use Futaba. Oh no, I still use Futaba too. Futaba is probably one of my best girls. I really do like her. She's awesome. Like, I'll bring her out every now and again, but it's like I can't really use her to the degree that I want to use her. And that's mainly just because, like, you know, it's just not gonna happen. But the thing is, it's just like Mesa. I was still using Mesa and Darien them even when they kind of fell out of meta. I was still using them. Yeah, no, Akechi's never leaving that. He's never coming out. Until I get Black Mask Akechi, I'm never bringing that man out. I'm sorry. Akechi's staying in the ditch where he belongs. I had to da 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 da. Way of life, way of life. I heard you. Let me out! Ah, yeah, no, I'm sorry. He's not. He's staying in the cage. It was like 60 more with Miku. Yeah, Futaba pretty much got thrown in the ditch. It's so saddening. Like, they did her dirty. They really did her dirty. It's not even fair. Like, Futaba, to get her back good, her level 100 needs to be god tier. Just use Black Mask and voice filter to avoid spoilers. Honestly, please. They're gonna make Black Mask Akechi a whole different character if he gets into the game. And that's a big if he gets into the game, which is still up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Futaba is still better than Ange for side 2 since it's Kasumi. See, here's the funniest part. Remember what I said, how Miku replaces Futaba? Yeah, remember, Miku's good for, what's it called? Miku's good for turn 2s. Once P5D Futaba comes out, that's the next character I'm A6ing. The only reason I didn't A6 Futaba the first time she came around was because there was a stinking, what's it called? A hurricane. There was a hurricane in Florida, and our house was very close to the area that was going to flood. So we used a lot of my money as well, what's it called? A couple other things that I was going to use, and I couldn't do it. Actually, wait, now I think about it. No, the last time I had a job was around Futaba came out. Yeah, no, that was around Futaba came out. So that was last year. That wasn't actually that long ago. What job was that? Was that the one that was a scumbag? No, that was the scumbag. That was the scumbag company. Yeah, because they fired us. They laid us off. I remember now. They laid us off because they hired too many people during, I think it was the summer period, and when it got down to near fall, they laid us all off due to, oh, we didn't know work was going to slow down this much. So they kept a lot of their permanent people. And I was on my way to becoming a permanent person for the job. And they laid us all off. I was like, hold on. That was 2 years ago, if I'm right. If I'm thinking about this correct, yeah. That was 2 years ago. Because last year was First Annie. So yeah, that was 2 years ago. Next Mindscapes are going to be Akechi and Futaba. Please. 2 years is a little long. Yeah. But that's in between, what's it called? I do gigs and, of course, the summer thing that I was telling you about with BSYO. So even though I say I'm unemployed, I still have employed things even then. So I still do things on the side, even now. Like, I still have my YouTube, but I still go tutor, what is it called? Teach at the schools and everything like that, as like different things that we're able to do. I think my teacher wanted me to do a substitution, like a sub, what is it called, for music stuff by this school that's nearby, or at least by the school that was nearby where I used to live. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm moving. I can't even sub at that school right now. Okay, that's 11, that's 10. Let's get Yui. Challenge you to use Akechi with Miku. Can I deny the challenge? Please and thank you. Don't make me use that character. I don't want to use Akechi. I can't deny the challenge. That's bull. That's bull, bro. I feel like that's not fair. Homie said you must. Oh, nah. Y'all want to see a grown man cry. Why would you do that? Bring back Akechi. Bro, and I was so hyped for Akechi too. I remember when he first came out, I was like, yes, yes, this character is going to be awesome. I hyped that character up as well too. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be great. He's going to be crazy. Oh my, we got this happening. This is going to be such a hype moment for P5X. That man came out and he was dark. He was so bad. He was so bad. It was so terrible. Was he stronger than the beta? The beta, he was also a little weak, but like they said they were going to do something to him. I think what ended up happening was he came out, like the beta, he was pretty decent, but then afterwards he came out and it was worse. And then they buffed him and he was just like still there, still in the like middle category that was still being like terrible. And I was like, the buff didn't even help this man. It's like they still necked him. Like, this is terrible. It was so bad. Royal. Bro, he's literally Potential Man. I think someone did make a Potential Man graph just of him. Oh yeah, sorry if you guys are just seeing me do activities the entire time. Bro, I'm trying to get my activities done. Like, I need them done ASAP. So I do apologize if this is a little bit boring. Would you A6 R6 Akechi on any of my accounts? As much as I don't like how Akechi is, if I do, like, let's say I get a job, I will A6 R6 him because he's still one of my favorite characters. I still do love Akechi. It's just like, it's kind of sad that the character himself is in the ditch that he's in right now because you just can't use him. You can't use him to the point that you should be able to use him, which is what makes it so sad. I need them to hurry up and bring out the skip tickets, bro. Please. Just bring out the skip tickets. Once they bring out the skip tickets, I can be, honest to God, lazy. Like, crazy lazy. Oh, another thing. I forgot. I have to actually share this as well. Thank you guys for recently using the loot bar link that I have for P5X a lot more. Both my 7 Deadly Sins and P5X communities have been using them a lot. We nearly have 300 sales now. We went from 225 to nearly 300. And that was in like the most 2 to 3 recent videos I ended up doing. And I want to say thank you guys for that because one, they not only have been giving me free stuff for P5X and stuff like that, but they are recently going to be trying to up our, what's it called? They're going to be upping our amount of discounts that we can do on the channel. And they're going to be starting to try and give away different things, like different packs away. So on my screen, hold on. Let me show you guys how we're looking here. You guys should be able to see on my screen here. Here it is. So if I open up P5X, we're recently getting more of these sales. Like even the 5,000 bundle is a $70 thing here. What's happening is what they're doing is they're going to start giving me some of these packs for free to give to you guys as giveaways. And they are giving me them for free from my accounts as well. So what's happening is I'm going to be able to give these out way more to you guys since y'all have been actually giving us sales a lot too. So thank y'all for helping me out on that. They've been really pleased with the performance of how things have been going. So it does mean a lot to me for that. So thank you guys for that. Skip tickets and stamina overflow needed. Yep. Yeah, there's going to be skip tickets later. So you can just skip these instead of having to do them. What's your Discord code for what you call it for Loot Bar? Hold on, I got it. We have Persona. Let me find the right one that I have here. This one. There it is. There you go. Keep supporting you by watching streams with Loot Bar and other sites like that. Oh, don't worry. That's perfectly fine. This is to the people that I've already like been supporting. I only mention it inside of videos when people want to. And people have actually been using it, which is nice. Loot Bar is like the only top-up website I actually advertise because I actually know they're safe. I don't stick with any other top-up website. Do you have one for 7DS Origins? Yes. 7DS Origins is my main one, yes. Do you want that one, Magus? I can get it for you. There you go. I spend a lot on what is it called, Loot Bar. I have for years. It's one of the few ones that I will only do business with. Do you have a ZZ one? No, because I have not actually started doing ZZZ content. I do know they offered me an NTE one, even though I don't do NTE content. They just want me to do like, what is it called? NTE like shorts or something like that. I know I am getting one for that, and I probably will use it, or you might see it a couple times more because NTE apparently has been popping off. So I might end up getting one of those. But ZZZ, I haven't gotten one for. I think I have a code for ZZZ, like a what's it called? A referral code that you can use, but I don't really have anything crazy. Do you play NTE? I was playing NTE, then I stopped playing it, but it seems like we're coming back because recently they came out with a D&D thing, or at least they were showing there's going to be a D&D mode or something like that, and I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to try it, so you know. Don't know if you saw my messages earlier, but you can talk to P3R characters at the fountain. Daily reset for 10 metajoules. Ooh, gimme. How worth is Miku's weapon? I find Miku's weapon even more worth it than the A1 first. Always, for her, I think you should go A0, R0, then go for the weapon. I mean, then go for dupes. But A0, R0 definitely first. Have you seen the Nikke collab trailer? Yes, I have. I'm getting like all of my gems from this real quick, bro. Like, we're getting so many. We got to get our gems and everything from this. I used to play Nikke a lot. The story is insanely good. Obviously, I got into the game for other reasons because I do look for the goons. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what's it called? After I sat down and actually started reading the story, I think it's obvious that the Gooner games gotta have good stories because that's the only way they're gonna keep you for long. There's only so much goons that can get a person by, so like. Is A0 R0 enough for a casual free to play though? Yes. You don't need A1. You do not need A1. A0 R0 is more than enough. I want to go back, but I'm scared. Nikke is honestly a really, really good game. It's a really good game, especially for the story. Like, you already got hot chicks in front of your face. That's freaking dope as crap. But the story is really good. Yeah, she doesn't change like the twins did. I think they took a lot of that, what's it called? The feedback from the twins and was like, okay, we cannot do that with this next character. They made her dupes good, but they did not make them like, oh, I have to get this dupe in order to play them correctly, which is really good. Story? Yeah. I already told you. I am there for the goons. I won't lie to you. But the story is what kept a lot of players, and it's what keeps a lot of players to this day. Only reason I had to stop playing Nikke is quite literally the dailies took way too long. What's it called? The dailies just took way too dang long for that. No, A1 is insanely good. The dailies are a slog. Yeah, the dailies take a while to do. And then, like, let's say you're a person who plays manually. Because I know a lot of people on Nikke plays auto. If you play manual, even if you're under the combat power cap and stuff like that, you were able to push. If you knew your characters, you can keep going for ages. So it kept you on the game. So it was like, not only the story was good, so you wanted to continue trying to beat the story to get more of it. But you then also was like, okay, the content's pretty difficult, especially if you know your characters. So then you played it for ages. And I was like, oh, Lord. Isn't it basically confirmed that Miku isn't rerunning because of no achievement thing? I have no idea on that one. Who is my favorite goon character in P5X? Phoebe. Phoebe's still bae. Okay, I don't talk about her as much, but Phoebe is still bae. I still love her. She's freaking great. Phoebe. Dun, 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 dun. Tomoko? Oren, nice. How about Barry though? Listen, Barry's hot as hell. She's great. But Phoebe's my first girl. Phoebe's my first girl. And then let's think. I think it now is Phoebe, Pinky, Barry. But if we're talking about the true lovers, like if we're talking about the true lovers though, it goes like Phoebe, Katayama, then Pinky and Barry. Like Katayama, bro. Y'all know what I said last time. Y'all know what I said last time. I got the biggest smirk on my face, bro. Just wait, bro. All I gotta say, bro, the things I'd let her do to me is insane. Okay, I gladly, heck, let her know I'm not being the victim. She's doing me a service. I'm fine with it. Like, like for the love of God, she can put the boots to use. Put the boots to use. I'm good. Like, bro, I had to let freaking Gunther come out for a second. Hold on, let me reel him back in for a quick sec. Man, they demonetized for excessive gooning. Blade's digital footprint is so good, bro. My digital footprint has been cooked ages ago, bro. Like literal ages ago. Like, I don't even care about that anymore. At this point, internet's becoming everything, so it's just like, who cares? Better than her 4-star? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've looked at her 3-star and 4-star. I know her 5-star got buffed. So like I'm unsure on her 3-star and 4-star anymore. I remember we were using the 4-star. Or like we're using the 3-star. I can't remember. I think it was the 4-star though. I know we were using the 4-star. Even if you had the 5-star weapon, you weren't using the 5-star, and then they buffed the 5-star or buffed the character, and then her 5-star became useful. Can't blame a man who knows what he likes, bro. Bro, I got no shame when talking about Katayama. I really have no shame, like whatsoever. The craziness is, dude, I can't. I forgot who said something crazy. I think it was Pepsi. Pepsi was talking when we did the Gooner tier list, or the waifu in husbando tier list, quote unquote. When we were doing that tier list and I posted it on the channel, I think it was Pepsi who said like the craziest thing. Pepsi was like, I let the persona grip my soul or something. I was like, yo, what? 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 Pepsi's in the call. He can retract this statement. He can actually correct me if I'm wrong on this. But I know Pepsi said some craziness. Hold on, let me see stream VC. Yeah, no. Just to show you guys, I'm not lying. Just to show you guys I'm not lying. Hold on. Wait a minute. They said, I don't deny it. Keep in mind, he's in the call. Right here. Right here. So he's right here. He knows. He knows he's guilty. So you're about the summons for this game? Oh, don't worry. That was just on my global account. That was my global account. My global luck I figured was going to be bad. My TW luck was way better. Like, we have A3 Miku right now, and that's under $100. Or it's like at $100. We have not bought anything more than that yet. So if we are at A3R6, because I saved the duplicate, what is called the duplicate tickets, I'm A3R6 with only $100 spent. I just need 3 more duplicates. That's it. Well, I mean, on global, my luck is always like this. There's a reason why on global, I only do the guarantee banner. I just don't trust, what is it called, 50/50s on global. So I only do the guarantee banner on global. I just don't trust it. I can't bring myself to. Especially with the lack of a soft pity. I'd rather just only, what is it called, do things on global that's in the 110. If I don't get lucky, I don't get lucky, but it doesn't bother me that much. Plus, at the end of the day, I did get the double weapon, so I'm back on guarantee. Like, for weaponry, I'm back on guarantee. So, like, the next character I get, aka S. Marion, I can get her weapon. That's easy. Play horror games on stream? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Like, hold on. Like, see? We're guaranteed. So I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. Weirdly, my luck has been way better on 50/50 compared to 110 on global. I mean, yeah, no, when I first started this account, my first few characters I got on 50/50. And it was like early 50/50s. Morgana, I think, was there when I freaking first pulled like Yusuke in them. Like 50/50 is my bread and butter. I just don't want to trust it on global because I'm physically not ever spending anything on global. 50/50 is where I love the game. 110 is just not good to me. I don't ever like 110. Even on my TW account, I don't do 110 because 110 is just terrible. The few times I've done 110 on TW, it's been at like 90 or 100 pity. Oh, hello, kitty. Hi, bud. I see your sister's on my bed, but you're in my lap. Hello. Come here. Come on, boy. Come on up. Come up. Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. What you doing? I'm streaming right now. Oh, you big old lap kitty. The lap kitty, Mr. Puck is here. His sister, what is it called? His sister Lily is on the bed right now laying down, but he's in my lap. Hello, bud. I wish I had a face cam to actually show you off to people. Hi. Hey, buddy. He wants attention. He wants to be pet. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Homie said dog Mio's jokes could put out the fire in my heart. Oh, Lord. You know I'm gonna have to... I want to get back to playing still. Okay, you're gonna just sit here and rub your head on my arm? You're just gonna do that? Just gonna do that? Yeah? Yep. Okay. Okay. Can I get back my... Is that a dog? No. Puck is our new cat. He's like the baby. And then Lily is the older one. She's 11 years old. She's laying down on my bed right now. Puck is currently in my lap and not letting me do anything. Hey, can I get back to doing what I was doing? The thing is, his version of chilling is absolutely bothering my mouse and trying to sit on my keyboard while also absolutely just doing anything he can to get my attention. Like, hi. Yes, I see your tail. I see your tail. Please don't smack me with your tail. Oh. Bro, you good? You just gonna keep rubbing your head on me? Bruh. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's such a silly boy. He's a silly kitty cat. Kitty cat. Hey, bud. Oh, crap. It's already 3:20? We'll go to 4 o'clock. We'll go to 4 o'clock. We'll go to 4 o'clock. Because, I wanted to end at 3:40. But I want to go to 4 o'clock. Because why not? Hey, bud. You know, I'm gonna have to, like, chill, too. Bruh. Bruh. Bro, are you good? Are you good? He's now just looking at me like, you refuse to, you're not going to put me down. You love me too much. Tell me about him. Does A1 Queen still need Vino? If we're talking about the level 100 now, no. I think the variant on global, we probably still do. Hello, buddy. Well, you might as well play a little bit longer. Yeah. I'm trying to get used to streaming this and what's it called? 7 Deadly the same days again. Usually what I want to do is I want to plan to start streaming this at 1 o'clock. That way you guys have like a good 2 hours or so. Lily saved Goonsifer from Puck. Bro, Lily is knocked out on my bed. She's chilling. Puck is right now harassing my hand. So his dang wet whiskers. Why is your whiskers wet? Why? Do you now know the streamer Izanagi? Yeah, I know him. They're chill. Bum, 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 bum. What are you doing to me? I'm gonna need you to. Why are you looking at me like that? You know what you're doing is harassing me. Yet you are over here giving me the kitty cat eyes. I can't do it. Stop licking my hand. Stop licking my hand. Please. Hey, kid. Buddy. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Bro. You good? Cool. Average pet experience? Exactly, bro. Like, now he's headbutting my arm. Like, what should the expected stats for Miku be with the cards? I would say crit damage, crit rate, attack, and what is it called? Pierce. Bro. Why are you messing with my manga? What are you doing? What? You want down? You finally want to go down? Can I play my game now? No, you're just gonna sit there. Got it. Understandable. No, he's been trying to nibble me the entire. Stop nibbling my leg, my arm. Speaking of nibble, dang wet whiskers, they just bit me. Yes, you. They know what you're doing. Don't look at me with cute eyes. They know what you're doing to me. Ow! Why are you biting me? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? And then he just loafs on my legs. He just loafs on my legs. He just sits here. So after all of that, you bit me, licked me, and then sat down on my stinking legs. Is the cat orange? No, he is a tuxedo cat. He is black and white. His belly's white. Okay, he just jumped down. Don't bite my wires. Bad kitty. No biting. No biting wires. No biting wires. No head pats if you bite wires. What are you doing? Brother, I need you to behave. I think it's a black cat. Yes, he's a tuxedo. He's black and white. His belly is ultra white, and then his the rest of his body is all black. Hey, buddy, what's up? What you want, bro? What's up? Why are you putting your wet whiskers on me again? Oh, you're licking me again. Ow, 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 ow. Why you have your claws in my leg? Why are you doing that? Thank you. Thank you for removing those. Those actually hurt. Hello. What do you want from me, you dark demon? you dark, adorable demon. We demand pictures of Puck. I got you guys. I could probably have my brother send more pictures. What color are your cats? Lily is a brownish, a dark brown kind of, but she has little gray, like black spots. And then you have Puck, who's fully black, but his stomach is white, and under his chin is like white. Baby, baby, da 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 da. Puck wants me to use Morgana. No. Feed us, human. That's probably what he wants, because usually my brother's girlfriend feeds them lunch every now and again. We try to not feed them too much because we don't want them getting ultra fat. Like, we'll feed them, of course, breakfast and dinner. Lunch we feed every now and again. Some treats every now and again too. But we try to make sure they are pretty decent and staying healthy. Hey. Hey. Hi, you got the face scratches. Better? Hi. I hear the purrs. He's purring right now. He's happy. I gave him face scratches and he's very happy about that. If you guys could see what he's doing, he's trying to climb my leg. If I have my legs all the way like together, he'll jump onto my leg. But if my legs are just like not fully together, he'll try to climb one of them to get up into my lap. He's trying to climb my lap right now. What are you messing with? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's because I heard them sleep on the keyboard. Mine too, they don't really sleep on the keyboard. They usually like to sleep in our chairs in the living room and stuff. They might sleep on the bed with me, but I think Lily has slept on my desk before, but she has never slept on my keyboard. What they will do is they're big old trolls. They will try to like sit on your keyboard or lay on your keyboard when you're awake. Like, let's say you're at your computer, they will try to do that, but you have to make sure you're like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Brother, why are you climbing me? Your claws hurt. Your claws hurt. Yes, you. Yeah, I'm snitching on you. I'm snitching on you. The chat knows what you're doing. I'm telling on you right now. Okay, okay, okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to bat my hand right now? Okay, you're going bye-bye? Bye-bye, buddy. Brother, keep in mind, I was not expecting us to get another cat. I just want you guys to understand that. I was not expecting this. I was told this by my brother and his girlfriend. It was his girlfriend's idea, but like, what's it called? He was like, Anthony, come outside. I was like, yeah? They're like, I'm like, for what? They're like, it's something life-changing. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean life-changing? And they said, just come out and see it. And I see this box, because they adopted him. See this box, and it's like a Robo Dog box. So I was like, okay, so y'all got a drone or something to just go around the house. Pretty dope. How is this life-changing? They're like, no. And I noticed the holes in the box. And I was like, the flip is this? They're like giant checker-sized holes all throughout the box. I'm like, what's happening? They open up the box and you see his little adorable eyes. I'm like, oh my God, you're precious. But why do we have another cat? I was like, you're so cute. But why are you here? Why do we have another one? I'm like, you guys do understand we are college students. All of us need money to not only live, but go to college. Why do we have a second cat? But I love him nonetheless. Ain't that right, buddy? Hey, there you go. You get head rubs. He came back, so he gets head rubs. Hey, buddy. Such a good kitty cat, though. Don't bump your head on the desk. Poor baby. Hey, partner. Hey, bud. I have a French bulldog and he is black and ow, why did you bite me? Why are you doing this? I have multiple cats with college student money. Well, my other two, Liv and Andrew, they work at the same time too. Like I do my working and do my gigs. They take me to my gigs and stuff to make sure I get cash. Hence the reason why I get cash from YouTube and this, which helped me with rent and everything like that. But what's it called? But we all kind of semi-work, or at least we all do work to some extent, and it gets us enough money to pay like our rents. We split rent, we buy food together, we do all that stuff together. So we did have excess cash, but like it was still like one of those deals that I was not expecting to get a cat. But his girlfriend wanted another cat. And I was like, okay. Oh, okay, so Lily, my brother actually messaged me. My brother said Lily is a tortoise shell and Puck is a tuxedo cat. So there's their actual terms of what they are. Hey. Bro, why are you looking at me like that? I have a bad feeling you about to pounce. Can I finish this activity before? Like, we got 6 minutes left of the stream. Can I, like, get through the last 6 minutes before you try to pounce on me? Because you definitely look like you in Pounce position right now. What's good? What's up? What's good? Okay. Are you pretty close to my brother? Oh, yeah. Me and my brother are always getting along. Hey, yo, Andrew, what you doing? My girl? Okay. I was about to tell him to jump in here. Not gonna grab the daily. I mean, I still have to record. I'll probably keep the game open, but I'm probably gonna have to stop the stream soon. Hey, stop batting your sister. Leave her alone. She's asleep. Hey, stop that. Leave her alone. She's sleeping. Don't hit your sister. If there's the next cat being adopted into Blade House, name it will be named Morgana. Please, no. I don't want that thing telling me to go to bed too. He's such a good kitty, but at the same time, he's such an evil one at times. Like, he loves to pick with his sister. I'm still waiting on the Catchy and Miku challenge. Bruh, no! I don't want to. That also requires me to get on my TW, because my global does not have a Catchy. I don't get every character on global. What level of the event boss did you complete? I have not done it on my global account. I have to do it on my global account though. Hey, be nice. Stop smacking your sister. To pester you to go to sleep on time? Never. Event boss guy coming? I can do one for real. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I can definitely try one. I'm definitely gonna be playing this whole playlist on 7DS stuff. This whole stream was literally me just getting activities done, because if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. I have to literally set aside a day of just only activity grinding, because I need to make sure I get these gems. Why are you staring into my soul? This dang cat is staring into my soul again. Yes, you. What you looking at, bro? Thought the whole stream is about your cats. It might as well be at this point, because he's been attacking me this entire time. And he looks like he's going to pounce again. Did Puckaluful plushie? He said he is a god and wants streets. He knows how to get our attention. They broke into the, like, we had cheese because we were freaking eating tacos, right? And we forgot to put up the cheese bag. And we did put up the tortilla bag, but, like, they never break into the tortilla bags like that. Well, we just fed them after dinner. We thought everything was going to be fine. Wrong. We hear rustling. They didn't open the cheese bag and threw it on the floor. And the tortilla shell bag, they then ripped it open and started eating tortilla shells. The little soft tortilla shells. And I'm like, bro, what is up with you guys? Y'all just ate dinner. They were like, nah, Now we want more. More than that. Oh God. Hey, listen. Hey. Hey, go to sleep. The greed is sickening, honestly. The greed is sickening. What kind of cat treats do we have? We have these like tuna and turkey little, like, they look like Go-Gurts, but they're not. And they're not cold either. It's like these weird little treats that we just feed them. I don't know what they're called because, like, I never owned a pet till recently with these. But, like, the other one, aka my brother's girlfriend, buys them these treats, and they're like these little wet treats that you feed them through the little things. So I'm like, okay, cool. I think the rest of these is technician stuff that I gotta get through. Oh yeah, Yanosik gotta go up too. All right, we got three of our dudes to 14 today. I'll get them to 15 off cam, and I'm gonna continue doing this throughout the day as well. But I need to go ahead and hurry to record this dang video before it's time to actually do, what is it called, that live stream. So I want to get that video up either during the live stream or after the live stream. I'm gonna have to see. Thanks for streaming, no problem. We're gonna be doing another stream for P5X tomorrow. Hopefully I can get into the event side of things, because that's what I really want to do, is get into the event side of things. So we'll probably do that tomorrow, and I have to see what else we end up doing. Maybe some of the, what is it called? Maybe some of Velvet Trials, because I still have, let's see. Where are you? Here it is. I still have a lot of Velvet Trials to go through. Like, we still have 43 out of 75, 72 out of 75, 2075, 1775, and then 66 out of 120. So we got a lot of these to get through. So we're gonna try to get through a lot of them. Hopefully I can build some characters to actually help us get through these as well. So then we can get all these gems, because that's good gems. Stop biting my cord, dang it. But yeah, let me record this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow when it comes down to P5X. I'm dipping on out. I can get more gems in there? Yeah. Peace out, yeah. Puck? I said stop biting my dang cord. No. Stop biting the cords. Hold on. God dang it.